Hi there, it's Joseph here at Edge Dynamics making a shave video, and check out this razor. It's a Napoleon, and if we get some focus in, I believe that's focused, and I'll let the visuals speak for themselves. Yeah, it's a bit of a beast. This one's got some weight to it. See the grind. It's got lovely grind. It's got some pit remnants. I left those. Could have removed them, but I left them. So here and there's the odd little dots. But what I'm most proud of is the centering. It didn't centre before, but it does now. Yeah, ivory scales. I'll show you the jimping. I'll cut myself there. So it's got like wide jimping. That's showing, I think it is. And clean jimping underneath. I hope that shows well. Looks a bit dodgy to me on that. Yeah, it's got a little flat spot on the top. See that? And I've just, this morning I pinned it. It's got show it to you. It's got 2mm sterling silver pins. So I pinned it this morning and I've just honed it, and I can't wait to test it. I've got to put some oil on that, and I've got a few more to test as well. I honed this one last week, the Paragon, and yeah, so I just want to test that. It'd be interesting. I've got to take it apart because I've got some grind marks there, and there's no way I can sort that out. I mean, this whole piece has to be uniform together, so I've got to unpin it. But on the bright side, I can get in here a little bit better to polish the insides, because it was leaving marks on the razor. So but because I honed it last week, I obviously haven't done that. I've just been waiting to test it. And then on top of all that, I did some out of the box honing on the Congreves. So I'll give that a little go as well. And man, it's a little bit muggy. Oh yeah, I'm using the old Aqua de Palma. Need a little bit of this. And if you can hear that bird, that's one of those green parakeets. Yeah, that's how you use it, just a little bit. I don't know how good this stuff was. I was going to use Dr. Harris, but I spotted this. And I was like, so I got the balm as well, so I'll go with this. Well, that'll do. Right, so first things first, Let's test the Paragon, because what I did with this was I rehoned it the exact same way actually, but I did a bit more work. So I used the same really hard Tomo Nagora, and the HHT is a bit confusing because I had like a really thick hair, it wouldn't pop it, but a fine hair it was popping it, so that makes no sense. So I'm just interested to see if I made any difference whatsoever. No, that actually feels worse than last week. So, I mean, last week's didn't feel bad, but I don't know what I've done there, to tell you the truth. So we'll go again on that one. I've changed up my Nagoras and my process a little bit, but we'll find out on the other razors. So I think I'll unpin this and fix it up. Then I'll rehone it. Now for the Congreves, the C Congreves. This one I did on the Maruka, but I just did loads and loads of work. It's not popping hair down this section, so that's not going to be shaving, but the rest seems okay. But from a test point of view, let's see. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, still, it's not amazing, but that's an improvement. So it's food for thought. I'll have a think about that, come up with a plan, get back on it. It's testing, so I mean, this is the only one I need to shave. Well, don't really care about those. This has to, otherwise we haven't got a video. This I did with, I got some new Nagoras, not new, but just a different set, and just putting oil on it. And then I'll just wipe some of that oil off, but I used a different set of Nagoras, different Tomo, did a lot of work, quite thick slurries, and I finished with 5 laps on water. Right, let's find out. Yeah, it's nice. Again, it feels really sharp. But it's definitely smooth as well. So I wasn't planning on a shave. I was going to shave next week. But I just got ahead of schedule with this. So I thought, let's just do it. But yeah, I haven't weighed this one, but it's significantly heavier. Again, I did this, as I'm doing all of them, with 2 layers of Captain. And I spent a long time doing the mirror finish. So this sort of steel doesn't, it's really hard to get the steel completely flat. And the funny thing is that that's how they come, with the steel completely mirror, completely flat. or at least to the naked eye. So if I do any work, I've really got to put the effort in to get back to that. I can't quite get to that super mirror finish with this steel. I mean, I probably could if I put more time, but I'm putting so much time into it that I mean, in artificial light, it's just a mirror. But if you get it in daylight and start, really looking hard, you can find some undulations and grind marks, and with that sort of thing as well, where it's flat, where most of the razor is flat, if you've got a few grind mark remnants, they really stand out because the surrounding area is flat. But I'm also working on the next one as well, which is another special one. I mean, they're all special. There's a few that are kind of normal, but they're all sort of special. And even I can't see in this light, to tell you the truth. But yeah, the next one I'm working on, these are backing up now to test, so. But the next one is a Lancet. And it's got a bit of that, the spider's web, or it's like veins, that type of rust. And it's in a real hard to get to place as well, so I may go and have a look at that today. I haven't pinned it. But I've got so much going on. And when I do razors and stuff like that, it's all, it's time I haven't got really, so every second counts. But I'm doing leather work, I'm trying to make a case for my phone. I made one before, but the phone, I couldn't actually get it in. Get it in, but it's not coming out. So I'm making a new phone case, and I'll show you that if it works. I'm going to show you. But I've also been doing quite a lot. I've been doing knives, a lot of knives. So, I mean, I was doing kitchen knives on the stones, and but I've sort of gone now onto the belt grinder. And if you've got a belt grinder, there's no point in using the stones. And I also got myself a leather 2x72 leather belt. So that goes on the grinder, and with a bit of compound, and that knocks off the burr, puts a bit of a polish on the bevel. But it's also, I've been doing like restoring them as well, so if the edge isn't straight or anything like that. It takes minutes on the grinder. So all the knives in my house are deadly now. And I did for a chef, I did his knife roll. Did all the knives in it. And then I did all the did a load of knives for a restaurant. But I mean, it makes a bit of a mess. There's metal particles everywhere, and but yeah, I think I'm proficient in knives now. I do get people calling me, they ring me up, they've asked me if I do knives. I've said no. But what I do get asked the most, obviously apart from razors, is do I do scissors? And there's no reason why I shouldn't. I mean, just for myself, not for business-wise. So that's pretty good shave. So that's good enough. See what I've done to the razor. Lo and behold, it's got a few water stains. But I did actually notice in the bathroom, just on the flat spot there, there's a few little grind mark. Just from a, I don't remember putting the grinder on that actually, but it would be something like an 800 grit, or so I've just got to polish that off. So there's no drama there. And also as well, I don't know if you can see inside there, I used plastic washers, solid plastic, so you get none of that black stuff coming out when it's oiled. Stay clean in the pivot. It certainly won't rust, and I'm pretty sure that those PVC washers will last forever. And it also pins, because they're plastic, I mean it pins a lot tighter as well, a lot easier, a lot tighter. So it's just win-win. I know it's not like an authentic restoration, using plastic washers, but it is better for everything and everyone. So it's worth it. Smells nice. Right, that's it. It's another quite short video, I think. My video's getting shorter, 18 minutes. Most people tune out after 5. So most people have gone by now. Thanks for watching 5 anyway. But if anyone saw, I think it's in my last video, I don't think anyone saw it, at the very end I spliced on an incident, animals attack, when I was attacked by an animal. So go back, have a look at that if you're still watching now, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.